Okay, everyone, welcome to this week's Short Attention Span webinar. Hello, Miss Malazzi.
Hello, Bill.
By the way, did you know that Kelly Malazzi is going to be at Graph Expo next month on Tuesday morning? What's your subject? What are you talking on?
I think it's something about selling in the new digital economy or the new technology economy or something like that.
Oh, blah, blah, blah. It's one of those, yeah. What are you, Tony Robbins? You got so much stuff going on that you can't remember?
No, I honestly just it's too far away. I'm telling you, I don't have the brain space to get to September right now.
Oh, come on. What do you need brain space for? You kidding me? You have plenty of time on your hands with two sets of twins. Come on. Well, it's exciting. So if you're at Graph Expo, go see Kelly. I will be there heckling from the back.
Bill.
Are you kidding? I just booked my flight today, as a matter of fact. I said I got to be there for Tuesday morning.
Oh, geez.
I still want to know how you got such a great speaking slot, because mine's Monday afternoon at like 4.
That's the worst. It's actually, that's not as bad as you think it is.
Come on.
Because then you get to go, you just bribe them with I'll buy you a beer afterwards if you stay for this whole thing. Stay and you can then drink with people afterwards. It'll be fine.
Or serve alcohol during.
Yes,
Okay.
Even better.
Now we're talking.
Even
All
better.
right. So this one's really fun, and this one is about 3 great questions to ask. And I found this, Kelly. I was looking for some new ideas for sales tips, and I don't know where the heck this thing popped up, but these questions, it's all kinds of just crazy good questions came up. Listen to this first one. Imagine saying to a customer, "What do I need to do to lose your business?" I mean, what a great question, right?
Yeah.
Well, what do you think? Put yourself in the position of the customer, Kelly. What do you think they would come back with?
Well, I think the question is almost designed to put them off their feet a little bit. I think it's a great kind of tactic, for lack of a better word, to just get them thinking with maybe a little bit of a different part of their brain.
Sure.
So what could they come back with? Well, obviously making a huge mistake and not making it right, being late, being a bad communicator. We know all the answers to this question. I mean, it's probably pretty rare that somebody would actually say something to you that you wouldn't be expecting, but how fantastic if they did. Because again, it could be something that you would take back to your organization and make sure that you've got that your processes are bulletproof, that you wouldn't be in the position to do whatever they say.
See, my thinking is that what they said to that question and the order that they put it tells you what's important to them in that order, right? Because if they say, well, I think if you stopped communicating as well as you do, note to self. Or maybe they'll say, you know what, we just got rid of another company because...
Yes.
So they're telling you what's important to them. Here's a second one, which I think is terrific too. If you ran my company, what would you do differently? Another insanely great question. What might they do there?
Well, I think the important thing to remember about a question like this is that they would have to know, this would not be something you would ask somebody on a first appointment if they don't know anything about your business. This would really be something for a company that you've been doing business with for a while. So again, this one gives you the roadmap, I think, to if there is anything about your company that they don't like or that they would want to see done a little bit differently. This is kind of the way to get around asking it in a survey or in some way, that you wouldn't necessarily hear what you want to hear. So what would be an example?
Well, what if they said something like, what industry I'd go into is large format? Or know what I would do? I'd get into packaging, or I would, I might expand my capacity and, whatever. And they might say nothing at all. I don't know how to run your company. I mean, I don't even know how to run my company. But it's just it's a great question. It's a great question to put out there. The third one. What advice would you give to a new sales rep in my field? It was actually a bigger one. It was, if you had to give a talk to a group of brand new salespeople, what advice would you give them? And this is kind of interesting. I've been doing some research for an article that I'm writing for Printing Impressions. Doing some research, talking to a lot of buyers, and I asked them this question, and it's very interesting to get the reply. What kinds of things do you think we would hear if we asked a customer that great question?
Well, I mean, I guess if they were really being fair, you might hear something about persistence. You might hear something about consistency. That they shouldn't just give up after one phone call. Okay. That they're really, if they really do truly have something interesting and different to say, that message will get through. Gosh, what else? I mean, it may be something about changing your expectations. Like, look, don't expect me to call you back right away, but eventually, if I care enough about who you are and what you're saying, I will eventually pick up the phone and talk to you.
Yeah, but I mean, you might hear things like, be polite. Know what you're talking about. Be prepared when you show up to talk to me. Know about me when you show up to talk to me. I'm telling you, this is one of the best questions that you can ask, because I think this is something, everybody loves giving advice. But this, again, gets to the core of who they are, what they want from you.
Yeah.
Right? So.
And what you hope they say is, you should just shadow Bill for 5 days and you'll be golden, right?
Exactly.
You want them to give you, it's an opportunity for them to compliment you.
Do whatever he says.
Right.
Love that. All right, terrific. Well, thank you very much for your insight, Miss Malazzi.
Absolutely.
And thanks for your time and attention on this week's Short Attention Span webinar.